one thing that's going to be really trendy this year is shine and shimmer. And I think, now this is my thinking. I don't know if this is what all the makeup mavens were thinking, but my thinking is that people are just not getting out much. They're not getting much sun. So they're bringing that healthy glow to their skin through cosmetics, which that's fine with me. I mean, you know, the more shine, the merrier with me. But that's my theory on that. But the more you can bring shine and luminescence to your skin and to your, you know, your eyes, your lips, your cheeks, the better off that you're going to be, because you're going to look really on trend for 2021. Something else that's really big is bold reds and wine lipstick. Bold red. That is a big, huge trend for 2021, something that people are really wearing. And if you look on the runway, you'll see that over and over again. You'll see those bold lips, and sometimes it's even with a more nude eye. But it's not, and there's really no rhyme or reason for it. I think this year, the bolder, the better, because bold eyeshadow is also on trend this year. Bold, smoky eye, or bold colors on the eye. Now, Mary Kay doesn't go extremely bold and bright with a lot of their colors, but they do have pops of color, like with these little things, which one of the trends is purple. And we have several purples that are really pretty, and I'm going to use one of them tonight. And purple, this is the year of purple. If you have purple eyeshadow, this is the year to drag it out of the closet and start, or the makeup drawer, and start using it, because this year is purple. This is the purple year. Another thing that's really big this year, and I probably will not be following this trend, is graphic eyeliner. And where you put your graphic eyeliner is right, you don't put it down at your lash line, you put it right there in your crease. And you can use different colors in there, like blues, pinks, yellows, whites, all that right in there. Now, that's, like I said, a trend that I am probably not going to be following, but that was actually around last year. I'm wanting to think when that launched was maybe around the summertime of last year. I started seeing it, and it's carrying right on through into next year. And I honestly sometimes feel like these makeup people that we follow and that we look to tell us the trends, I think they just go back in and dig up stuff from the past and say, okay, this is the year we need to recycle that. Because that is actually an old 60s trick that they used to do, because I remember seeing Twiggy have that when she was a big fashion model back in the 60s and early 70s. I can remember that look. And it's kind of similar to doing a cut crease, but it's done with eyeliner. So that is some of the makeup trends for 2021. And one other thing is, just as the bright red lip is big, so is the more nude lip, but with shine. So tonight, that's what I'm going to do on this side of my face. I'm going to do more of a nude look on this side, or more of a soft look, subtle look on this side. And I'm going to go bold on this side. Now, Mary Kay has got some fabulous colors in their regular line. And so for the most part tonight, that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a lot of our Old Faithful standbys, and I want to show you how you can use that with things you may already have in your makeup closet, or something that you can use that will translate well into this season. And, you know, you may not have to have, but maybe one or two new things. And, you know, of course, now if you're me and you're like a makeup junkie, you're going to have 10 or 12 new things. But, you know, I'm kind of like Dory on Finding Nemo. Oh, look, something shiny. And here I go, and I got to go look at it. So, but not everybody's like that. Not everybody is a makeup junkie like I am. But maybe you can find a couple of things that you already have in your makeup closet to replicate some of these looks. So let's get started on this. Let me get my little clips to hold Lisa back from my face so I can do this. Y'all can see what I'm doing. Let me get her in there clipped. I actually pulled out some of my own biological hair tonight to do this. She is really close to my natural hair color. So I pulled that out around my face to just kind of, let's just see what she looks like with this. So I have really enjoyed this wig. So I've already got on my brows, my concealer, and my foundation. So we're going to start off with the cheek color. It's Desert Rose. I'm going to use Desert Rose on one side of my cheek, this side over here, and then I'm going to use Shy on this side. Desert Rose, side 1. So, and if y'all see my wig head here in the background, I don't know if her eyes are glowing, but sometimes the eyes on this thing glow. And I was just thinking before, she looks like Lucretia McEvil. And I can see from here, I can see that her eyes, when I turn around, it's like somebody's watching me, and it's Cleopatra back here. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm just going to blend that in and tap that on. Then I'm going to just kind of do a swirling motion and apply that right there. Swirl that right on. And I'm actually going to do, hold on guys, having a little bit of a epic fail on the Desert Rose. This is Desert Rose, and I'm actually using a sample because I don't have one of these in my palette. I don't have a ton of blushes in my palette, so just going to use this. And I'm going to do this. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually go in and do some contouring. I'm not going to do that tonight. Maybe I will actually do a video with that. I've done one once before, but maybe I'll do one with our contour sticks. Just for kicks and giggles. So you want to get that on, pretty good because we're going dramatic on this side. Then I'm going to use, on the other side, I'm going to use Shy Blush, which is this color. And it's a lot more subtle than this Desert Rose, and I'm just going to kind of use a little bit right there on the apple of my cheeks. And I use this blush a lot. I do use Shy Blush quite a bit. I really like a lighter cheek color on me. That's just personal preference. But, just go with what makes you happy, sister. Go with what you like. I'm just really big on wear what you like and what makes you feel good about yourself. Then I'm going to go in and take my Kabuki brush, and I'm just going to blend all that down. I usually go in and do that after I put on my blush just to make it, look a little bit more seamless. Now, I'm going to go in on this side with now this is a new product. This is the Rose Glow Shimmer Stick. And I'm going to use that on this side. And this is the only new product that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to use this here, right up through there. And then I'm just going to take my fingers and I'm going to blend that in. Now you can use a beauty blender to do this if you want to. I just usually use my old fingers. Just get in there and mess around with that just a little bit. Next, I'm going to use, on the other side, I'm going to use glazed highlighter. And I'm actually going to do quite a bit of this right here. I'm going to go right up in there. I'm going to go right here, side of my nose. I'll do a little bit of that over here too. I was going to use that rose gold, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this like this. Use a little bit down the bridge of my nose, a little bit right here. Now, if you don't have a fan brush, you can use the side, oh, I've left it in the other room. You can use the side of our foundation brush if you want to, because it's got a flat edge, and you can certainly use that just like a fan brush. And I'm going to do that right there. Now, I'm going to go a little bit over the top of that with that, because I want this side to be shiny too. I want that to have a good shimmer too. I'm going to go down the side of my nose. I'm just going to shimmer myself up real good here. I'm going to go right here, just a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of this biscotti. And I'm going to go, that's this color right here, and I'm going right in here with biscotti. I'm going to just kind of go right in there. Y'all seen me do this before. This is nothing new. And I'm going to go right up here with it, right underneath my brow. Then I'm going to take Crystalline, which is, oh, that's Crystalline right here. Is it right? Yes, I'm going to take the Crystalline, and this is a shimmer. And I want to go right up here with that Crystalline, and I'm going to use that right there. Now you can tell from looking at this that this is much more of a high shine than the other side. You know, it is. Crystalline is much more shimmery. This is going to be a much softer look on this side. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of the Dusty Rose. It's a matte. And I'm going to put that all over this eyelid, all the way down to where that biscotti was. Okay, so there we go with that one eye. Then I'm going to go in with my blending brush that I did not bring in here. I'll use this one. I'm going to blend that down. Just blend it in real good. This is not my usual blending brush, but this one will do. Blend that down. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of that rose gold, and I'm going to go right down the middle of my eyelid with that. I'm going to just kind of tap that in, because I want that shine. I want it to shine. I want this eye to really be a nude eye, but I really want to amp up the shine. So I'm putting a little bit of that right there. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my angled brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of hazelnut. Let me show you all. Y'all have seen me use hazelnut before. Hazelnut is this color right here. And this has got to be one of my, it's got to be one of my favorite colors, because you can just do so much with this color. And I'm just going to kind of tap that in right there. A little bit on the outer corner. This is not a really intense color. This is a really pretty soft color. And I want to get in here so you all can see that. Then I'm going to go back with the blending brush, and I'm going to blend it in. Just blend it down. There is nothing like a magnifying mirror to keep you humble. I'm just going to tell you. I mean, it's kind of scary when you start looking in this magnifying mirror. I'm like, whoa. So the other side of my eye, my other eye, I am going to use a couple of dark, intense colors. I'm going to use Starry Night. I'm going to use Emerald Noir. And I'm going to use a little bit of, let's go with Gold Status here. And let's see how that looks. Now, y'all, like I said, I did not practice this. I have no idea. I had no idea what I was going to do till I came in here. But I'm going to use a little bit of this Gold Status, like right in here. And get it nice and gold. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of the Emerald Noir, which is a dark green. And I'm just going to go right there on the lid with it. Now this looks really dark, and it looks really green when you see it in the case. But it doesn't apply quite as dark as it looks. So I'm just kind of putting that down the middle of my eye. Then I'm going to go back with my little inadequate blending brush, and I'm going to blend it down. I'm having to blend a lot more than I normally have to, because this little skinny brush just is not doing it like my big, nice Lancome $30 blending brush. You know, back in the day when I bought that brush, I was like, oh Lord, $30 for a blending brush. But let me tell you, I've had that brush for 20 years, and the bristles are still great on that brush. And Mary Kay, I've got some Mary Kay brushes. This is, in fact, a Mary Kay brush. I have had this brush from Mary Kay since the 80s. So if you buy good brushes, they last forever. It's kind of like a little investment that you make in yourself. It's kind of like a happy birthday to me kind of thing. I'm going to take my angled brush, and I'm going to go in with that Starry Night, that dark navy. And I'm going to go at the outer corner of my lid, and I'm going to go in. Blend it in all the way in, right like that. And I'm going to actually use quite a bit of the product here. And I'm going to keep building that color. Because 2021, I'll probably say 2020 until June, y'all. That's the way I do every year. So just go in and blend it down. Just build the color up, though. Get it to the intensity that you want it, that you feel comfortable with. And just blend everything together. Kind of blend it in. And I hope I'm getting this right, ladies. I'm telling you, I cannot see good up here tonight. It took me a little while to get my light right, and I had to redo my entire studio, so it's a little bit different than what it was. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take my angled brush again, and I'm going to go back in with that Starry Night, and I'm going to go underneath my eye, right there. And I'm going to push that color up into the lash line as much as I can, so much that I almost blinded myself, so don't do that. But then just go in and kind of blend it down at the corner just a little bit. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to go back into that Gold Status, and I'm going to give myself a shine at my lash line. Right like that. Also going to go up here to the crease, brush a little on that, and then right down the middle of my eye. Because this eye felt neglected because it wasn't shining as much as this eye. So next I'm going to go in on this eye, and I'm going to use our black eyeliner. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go I'm going to line my waterline. I'm going to go right in here, and I'm going to try to get where you all can see and I can see, because I got to be able to see what I'm doing here, or I will stick this. I have actually stuck this in my eye before, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get right here at the waterline, and I'm going to go underneath my lashes, and I'm going to put that on there. This gives your lashes the appearance of thickness and fullness at the base of your lashes, making you look like you have more lashes. So I'm going to take just a little bit, just a smidge, and I'm going to go right underneath my lashes. Not much, just a little bit. Right there, and it's right under my waterline. Just a little bit. Then I'm going to take my Panorama mascara, however you want to say it, and I'm going to apply that to these lashes. And I love this mascara. This is my all-time favorite mascara of the world. I call it the GOAT. It's the greatest of all time because it has a 3-in-1 brush. It has different bristles on either side to lift them up, separate them, and then it's got a little tiny brush on the end where you can go in and really make those eyelashes fan out. And that is another one of the trends for 2021 is big lashes. So if you have lash extensions or you've ever thought about getting them, this is the year to do that. Now, I don't do that because I can't stand them to hit my glasses when I blink. But if you ever thought about it, ladies, this is the year to do it. So don't stick it in your eye like I just did. Just be cautious. I just stuck that right in my eyeball. Now you want to go in and fan those out and just fan those lashes out. Get them out. Separate them. This is the best brush that I have ever used on a mascara. Honestly, it's a little getting used to, but honestly, once you get the hang of this brush, it's fabulous. I mean, it really and truly is. Now, I'm going to take a little of that mascara, and I'm just going to go I'm just going to kind of touch my bottom lashes. So, now there's that eye. Now, what I'm going to do after I get me a little swig of tea out of my little cute cup is I'm going to start on this eye, and we're going to use two different eyeliners on this one. Okay, so here is the waterproof eyeliner. So if you all have not tried Mary Kay's waterproof liquid eyeliner, this is a great product. I mean, it goes on like that. I mean, it's just easy. It goes on easy. So I'm going to attempt, and ladies, I'm just going to tell you, there's a reason why I chose this side to do this on, because this is my easy eye. I don't know if you all have an easy eye and an eye that's more trouble. This is my rogue eye right here. This eye does not want to ever put, the makeup is harder to do on this eye than it is this eye, because I've got skin that just puddles up down here in the corner. So I thought, you know what? I'm doing the cat eye on this eye because this is an easier eye to do the cat eye on. Now watch me mess up the cat eye after I've said that. After I've bragged on you, eye, you better behave here. So when you're using a liquid mascara, if you will kind of lay the brush on its side and go at an angle, you will get a better application than trying to go right straight on with it, and go in little short strokes rather than one long stroke. And I'm going to pull my eye just a little bit, and makeup people say don't do this, but you know what? When your eyes get as old and crepey as mine, you do what you got to do. So I'm going to get it a little bit like that, and then I'm going to give myself a little kick at the corner. Kick that up just a little bit. Absolutely love this eyeliner. It is really, really nice. Goes on easy, smooth, no trouble at all. So I'm going pretty dramatic on this side. Now, I could actually go more dramatic with that eyeliner, but I'm going to go in with this eyeliner, which is the crayon liner. I should pull the end of that off. There we go. And I'm going to go up and underneath here, just like I did on my other eye. Line that waterline. And when you're doing this and you're going up above and underneath, you want to make sure that when you do this, that you fill in really, really well, that there's not a gap between your top liner and your bottom liner. You want to make sure to color all that skin in with this liner. And then sometimes I'll even go back and put a little bit more on my top lashes, like I'm going to do that tonight. Just a little bit, not much. Okay, so there's that eye so far. And then I'm going to go back in with my Panorama mascara. And I am going to use it here. Rotate that brush around, separate those lashes. And then go back in and fan them out. Fan those lashes out. And one reason why I really love this brush on this Panorama is I love the way it does my lower lashes. I am not really good. I mean, I struggle with my lower lashes, and it's because my lower lashes are sparse and I can't see my lashes very well. Now, if I wanted to finish that look off and do a little bit more, I could go back in with this eyeliner, the crayon eyeliner, and go back and just kind of add a little bit of that to make it a little more dramatic and a little more smoky. And there we go. Now, what's your favorite so far? Here's one side. Here's the other. I think this might be kind of a day look and a night look, but they're showing this at all times. So, I mean, you can wear it anytime you want to. So, okay. So next, let's do the lips. Now, I have brought, let's see, what did I bring in here? What is that? Oh, it's my eyebrow pencil. Okay, I'm going to use the medium nude on this side of my lip. And I'm overdrawing just a little bit. I know the other day it was kind of funny. I was talking to my daughter and she said, "Mom, what's happened to my other upper lip?" I said, "I know. They curl under or they just go away when you get older. I don't know why." She's still young, so I don't know. Okay, so there we go. Now, I'm going to use Appleberry. Is this Appleberry? No, that's not Appleberry. This is Appleberry. This is one of my favorite lipsticks of Mary Kay. And I'm using it tonight rather than the liquid lipstick, just simply because this is one that we've had in our line for a little while, and it still looks great, and it still looks on trend. And I love this color. I'll probably wear this color till they take it off the line, and then when I find out they are, I'll probably order 3 or 4 of them. I'm just like those people that I used to tell. We used to have people that would come in when I worked for Lancome Cosmetics, and they would want to get something, and it would be discontinued, and they'd be upset, especially if it was a lipstick that they had worn 7 or 8 years. "Oh, I've worn that since 1960." And then, we would always say, "Well, it's probably time to update your look." And I'll be one of those that said, "No, it's not time to update my look. I love that lipstick." So here we go. Okay, so I look like, right now, I feel like I look like a zombie, like I have bitten into something and I've got something gross on this side of my mouth. But we're getting ready to fix that. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of medium nude on this one. I'm not going to do as heavy a liner as I just did. Okay, there's another crafting lady that has just come on my TV, and I can hear her. Sometimes I put it on YouTube and I just watch from one thing to the next, and she's kind of loud. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of this. Let me make sure this is the right color, the one I want to use. Yes, this is Blush Velvet. So I'm going to use just a little bit of this Blush Velvet. This is a matte, this is a shine, but we're going to shine both of them up here in just a second with some gloss. So but I did use, if you'll notice, I did use the exact same lip liner for both, medium nude. I use this lip liner all the time. Okay, so next I'm going to use some gloss, because gloss and the shine is really big this year. So I'm going to use, this is actually this is Silver Moon, and this is a discontinued color, but we have a color that's almost identical called Sheer Illusion. So you could use that instead of this. So I may be able to still get this if they still have it, but I don't know. If you'd like it, let me know and I'll see. So this is iridescent. And it gives you just a nice little shine on your lips. Now, what you can do if you want to add a little bit more shine to the center of your lip to make your lip look a little bit more, I don't know, voluptuous, I guess. I'm going to take a little bit of that crystalline eyeshadow, and I'm just going to go adjust it right there in the center of my lip. I'm just going to tap it down just a little bit. Now, y'all let me know what you think. Let me get these clips out of my hair here and get let me fluff a little bit. Okay, so here is one side. Here is the other. And y'all, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see which one I like better. Let me put my glasses on so I can look at this and see. Hang on. Okay, so here's one side. And here's the other. So y'all tell me, which side do you like best? I have to say, I am kind of, I have a hard time deciding. I actually have been wearing this look quite a lot this winter, simply because I've been in a hurry. I've had to run in and out a lot. And let me blend this one down. This one's still a little heavy looking. Without my good blending brush, I can't get it as good as I normally do. But I actually really like the blend of this navy and green on this eye too. I like this one too. So I think, like y'all said the last time that I did this was, maybe this at night and this during the day. I really, really do. I like this. You've got to be comfortable in your own skin. And if you are wearing a look that you don't like, then you're not going to be comfortable when you go out of the house. It's like wearing a wig that you don't like or that you're not confident in. I've got a couple of wigs that, I love the wigs. They're cute wigs, and I'm sure they would look perfect on somebody else. But I'm just not confident when I wear those things out of the house. So I don't wear them very often. So I try to get up in the morning and do a little something to myself. I try to at least do my eyes and my lips, a little something to my eyes and my lips, and do my moisturizer and all that stuff. I cleanse my face and get ready to face the day, even if I don't put on foundation right at first. But I do try to at least do eyeliner, mascara, and lipstick, so that, number one, if I have to go to the door, I don't scare the delivery man away and he doesn't run screaming from down the road. What's wrong with that lady up the road there? So, y'all, I have really enjoyed visiting with you all tonight. Trixie's been sitting behind me, and she's like, okay, Mom, I'm done. I'm ready to get up. Listen, you guys, I hope you all have a happy New Year. I don't know, what are you all doing for New Year's Eve? Y'all shout it out. Shout to me if y'all got plans, if you're going to stay home. God bless you all. I love you guys. You guys are my posse. You're my tribe. So listen, y'all have a happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.